whether I have a channel or not, I am a woman, and just like you guys, I have beauty problems, you know, issues that come up, things that need a workaround, allergies that develop, and products I need to figure out, things like that. But I have solved, I'm going to mention a lot of problems and hacks that I've come up with, some of which have worked and some of which haven't. This is not PR. Everything on this table in front of me I have purchased myself, and every workaround I have tried and experimented on myself. Since I have a channel, and since you and I are often in the same boat, guys, I thought maybe I would share some of my beauty hacks, beauty problem solvers. I'm a problem solver. I don't stop trying till I have figured something out. And I thought I could share those with you today on Not Fit for Print Beauty with me, Rebecca. I'm a fashion and beauty editor. I have worked for well over 20 years, really 25 years, in the trenches with some of the biggest names in fashion and beauty. And that has given me the gall to start Not Fit for Print Beauty, because we're not in print anymore, right here on YouTube, a little digital beauty magazine for you to look through every day or so. Whether or not I've worked in this industry, I still get the same issues you guys do. And I want to talk about, let's start with a fail. For me, this was a fail. This should be interactive though, guys. I am sharing these to not only help some of you, but also to hear your thoughts, okay? First thing is, and you guys have been noticing this for a little over a year, I have been really working on health, losing weight. It's finally kind of starting to show after about 15 months. And so people are seeing it. And I want to talk about scales. See, I just have an old scale. It's a digital scale. You step on it, you zero it out, you step up. I tried a smart scale. How many of you at home have tried a smart scale? And they're not sponsoring me, so I'm going to mention them. I tried the Hume scale. It was $230. For me, this hack did not work. I am back to just an old-fashioned digital scale. Let me know if it worked for you, and I'll tell you why it didn't work for me. Not sponsored. I bought it with my own money. It was weird. It had to connect to my phone, which I expected with a smart scale, but I had to set the phone down and be able to look at the phone while I was weighing myself, which I didn't really have a place to do that comfortably. I felt like I needed to hold the phone, but I don't know about you guys. I don't want to hold a phone while I'm like, I mean, I take off my Apple Watch when I'm weighing my, I'll take off my earrings if I could, you know, I don't want to be holding a phone. It's adding to the weight. And in addition, it needed the phone to like, it needed to spin around. So I was kind of like that, trying to see my foot. I felt that was really awkward. And I just, I didn't like it. Also, you have to, with the Hume scale, you have to pull up on a thing that's in the, I don't know. I went back. I went old-fashioned and just using a scale. But if you have had success with any sort of these smart scales, tell us what you liked and what you didn't, please, in the comments. Because I got to tell you guys, that was a fail for me. I thought it would really help. I thought it would give me interesting information. I'm finding that some of this micro information from rings and smart scales and even watches and things, it's almost too much information. I'm like, oh no, my VO2 was this and my such and such was this and my oxygen level was this, and I like never cared about that before. I didn't know. But tell me if I'm wrong, okay? All right, let's talk about tanning and self-tanning. I don't self-tan my face. I own way too many foundations. I'm not about to be buying another shade. So any sort of self-tanning, I can't talk about self-tanning on the face because I don't do it. But those of you who can talk about it in the comments. But I'll tell you what I do have to do in my, since I'm not 20 anymore. I was going to say my old age, but that's not fair to me. I have the one part of my body that is still looks good is my legs, I swear. I've never been able to wear a bikini. I've always had a squishy belly. But my legs look good, except they're kind of like blotchy. And I don't have anything like medically wrong with my legs, but they just like don't look nice. You know, I know nylons and pantyhose and tights are kind of coming back in fashion. I'm rooting for that because, you know, we've done no nylons for so long, and I'm just like, not quite working. So I started self-tanning. I started going like a tanning salon. Not like I mean, actually like a spray tan, not like under a lamp or anything. And I kind of liked that. It worked until it made me itch like I cannot tell you. Because it would do your whole body. I would just wash my face when I got it. My shoulders were itching. Like here was itching. My legs were itching. I still have like a rash. You know, I would get like a little prickly heat rash. I looked it up. I'm getting to something. I looked it up and turns out there is an ingredient in it's like DHA, I think it is, in most tanning things that is a really common allergen, and it makes you itchy and gives you a rash, and I had to stop doing that, which I suppose is good because it gets kind of pricey every few weeks to be doing that. So here's what I've been doing at home. One of these is expensive, and so I don't know if I'll keep buying it. LifeCell makes a oil glow drop that you can put into your moisturizer, and it is a gradual self-tan, so it doesn't have either that active ingredient that makes so many of us itch, or it doesn't have a lot of it. So it's a tanning drop, as you can see. It's really expensive though. I think this was like $89, but it goes slowly. You put a few drops of it into whatever moisturizer you use, face or body. And I use it like every day now with my moisturizer. It just adds a little bit of color. You have to have some color to build on, I have found. If you start from scratch with this, it's never gonna be enough. But if you have a tanner that you like to use and you just like to kind of top it off, I love this stuff. And I've used a lot of it up, but I still have a lot left for the money. It's like 1 or 2 drops in with your moisturizer. Again, starting from no fake tan, it won't build fast enough, but to maintain a fake tan. Okay, so what fake tans do I recommend? I have really liked this PetaJane Travel Tanner. This is also one that will build or extend a tan. So I'll do this one at night, and I really like it. I'll do this one at night and then this one every day. So like once a week this and every day this. The other thing that I really like that's a little more affordable, this one, and I'll have all of this linked below. Where I can, I'll put it up here in YouTube shopping, but I bought all of this stuff with my own money, so I'll just link them all below. This is $28. I don't know why. It's like a topper, so it kind of extends the look and builds a shade, but I think it builds really nicely and isn't streaky. Because when I couldn't do a booth tan or a spray tan anymore, I tried all the at-home ones no matter what I did, and I am a klutz. But no matter what I did, it would be streaky, weird looking, somehow end up here. Just terrible. Just terrible. This one doesn't streak because it's like a builder. But it still gave me a really nice color, and then I've been putting this in with my moisturizer. Or you could save money, and instead of this oil, I also really like the brand Luna Bronze. This is their Gradual Tanning Moisturizer. No streaks, it's just a moisturizer, and as you put it on, it slowly builds the tan. The only thing I would say about adding slow oil drops or using this, any of these Gradual tans, they really don't have any common irritants or allergens. But the only thing I would say about these is you can't really build from nothing. You're never going to get you got to find one that's going to go like maybe at night to make it a little darker, and then add this to your moisturizer every day. So you only have to do this once a week. And I found for me that is a winning combination. Now maybe if you're not as much of a klutz as me, you could use some of those home tanning products, although some of them are very heavy on that, whatever that DHA ingredient is. That made me itch when I got it at the spray tan salon. These products that I'm showing you here are not, either don't have that ingredient or are really low levels of it, and so you can tolerate it a lot better. I liked the convenience of the spray tan, but allergies only get worse. The first time I went, it was great, little itchy, but I ignored it. Second time, I was crawling out of my skin. We can't have that. So if you have that experience, the common allergy, guys. Another problem I have, not drinking enough water. Again, I'm on a health kick. I'm a caffeine addict too. So I started to do flavored water. Now I wanted to do sugar-free, but I started to do flavored. So the first fail was a brand called Cirkul, Cirkul, that you can get these little, they're like flavor cartridges. And so you open them up and there's like a cartridge. You have to get, if you have like another type of, you have to buy a Cirkul water bottle. So that's the problem, because the cartridge needs to fit in. And if you really want to use it with like a Yeti or one of the other popular, you've got to get an adapter. Then this capsule goes in, and as you drink the water, it flavors it. And their little thing that they brag about is that you could turn up or down the amount of flavor, but I found the flavor fairly gross. I like the sugar-free, and I found that fairly cloying and gross, so I didn't enjoy it. I don't enjoy having to use their water bottle. There's a lot of stuff you have to buy. So that's a fail for me. I want to hear you guys. What I have done instead is gone to products like sugar-free liquid IV. This is $27 for like 16 of these, so it's about $1.60 a water. I drink a lot more water when it's flavored. The only problem is this, because this is liquid IV, it's got a lot of sodium. You can buy ones that are kind of off-brand, that are sugar-free and sodium-free. It's not like you're putting stuff into your body that's great for your body. I get that. But it does hydrate better, and it does make me drink a lot more water. You guys should be around here. When I'm working from home, it's like I'm either peeing, have just peed, or need to pee. I'm drinking so much water. I'm drinking about 80 ounces a day. It's kind of a lot. But it helps. It helps with weight loss. Helps, and it cuts down on how much caffeine I'm drinking. I feel healthier. I think it's good for skin and hair. But it just makes me have to pee a lot. But let me tell you, I like liquid IV. And I like some of the others that also don't have as much salt and such in them. Because that, for a lot of us, that is a consideration. But I will tell you this. The Cirkul brand, I didn't like the flavor. And I don't like how much stuff you have to buy to go with it. So that was a fail for me, this one. But you can tell me if you feel otherwise. 2 other beauty concerns I had. So I get my nails done all the time. You guys know this. All of a sudden, my hands would get really itchy. So I used to do acrylic over just regular, my plain nails, like no extensions. And I started itch for like 2 days. It would just itch like I wanted to crawl out of my skin. So we switched to dip powder. And that worked, no more itching. But within a few months of doing that, I started getting, like I would get my nails done, and later in the day I'd be like, am I getting a cold? I would have like a scratchy throat and stuffy nose. And that continued and got worse and worse. So I looked it up. It's called dip flu. Dip flu. A lot of people develop an allergy from from an ingredient called HEMA. H-E-M-A. HEMA. So I started wearing double masks to get my nails done. I was sick all the time. And then I had to start accounting for it. If I wanted to get my nails done, I had to know that I was going to have cold and flu-like symptoms for 2 or 3 days, which is ridiculous. People back away. They think you're sick. Awful. Awful. I have even been on here doing videos before telling you guys that I'd got yet another cold, thinking it was a cold, but it was this allergy. Well, guess what I found? Revel Sensitive Dip Powder Liquid, HEMA free. So HEMA, H-E-M-A, if you are experiencing allergies getting your nails done, you need to buy a product that is HEMA free, H-E-M-A. This is by Revel. It's a set. So, when you talk about, they call it dip flu. So when I was using powder dip, I thought it was the powder that was getting in the air and getting respiratory. You can use the powder at your salon, the dip at the salon. It's the liquids. Now these cannot be used in combination with the non-HEMA free, but it's got all 3, like the base, I give it to my nail lady and she knows how to use it. You use it just like the others that they would use. And Revel makes a lot of these different ones in sensitive. It's not just dip. They have a lot over on their site. I'll link it below. I don't think these are affiliated or I can get money. I just want to share it with you. So allergy people, all of a sudden I'm getting more allergies. Like I'm allergic to HEMA now. I can't get these products on my nails. I am so sick. Solved it. Absolutely solved. The HEMA free, absolutely solved. Very common allergen. Same with the DHA with the tanning. It was really getting you guys. It's like I can't get my nails done and I can't get a tan. What the heck? Do you know what I mean? But I am a problem solver. I will not stop till it's solved. Last product, and I'm going to tell you what works and what doesn't work. Deodorant and antiperspirant. If I'm nervous, if I'm excited, I can sweat. Okay. My daughter is the same way. Like, she'll never wear like a gray shirt. She's always like, Mom, I got to wear black. She'll never wear like a fitted gray shirt. She always feels like she'll get kind of like wet, and she's embarrassed, because then you find yourself, you want to go hug someone, you're like checking first, right? So what I have done to solve that problem is I have gone with an antiperspirant, and I tried the AKT deodorant balm. It's about, it's not that expensive. This is the fragrance free, but for $50, I ordered a whole set of like mini ones that are actually different fragrances for travel. Because for a while, for travel, I was squeezing a little bit of this into a bag, and that seemed a bit weird. I don't like the way the container works, and you've got this tiny little metal thing to screw off. It comes with a spatula, but I just use my hands. It's like a balm. It almost looks like a toothpaste. It's not toothpaste, but I put a little bit in, rub it under my arm. You do not sweat for like well over 24 hours. And if you don't sweat, you also don't feel like you have any sort of an odor, because it's the perspiration that has the bacteria. When I wear this, I know that no matter what shirt I'm wearing, it's not going to be wet. I don't have to worry about that. Then I will add on kind of a fun little fragrance deodorant if I want. I'm going to try the fragranced AKT, I guess it's ACT. I'm going to try the fragranced ACT and see what I think. I don't love fragrances because I don't like it to compete with any perfume I'm wearing. So I prefer no scent. The other one I'm going to try, and I'll report back to you guys. This one I love. I love the ACT. It's ACT, not AKT. I'm going to try the different scented versions of it, but I love this. I mean, it really keeps you dry if you ever get embarrassed or feel like you might be, you know. I'm going to try Carpe. That's another one that's out there. I don't know. I ordered some for like $18.53, and I'm going to try Carpe, but I am a problem solver. If I'm feeling insecure about my underarms, I want the problem solved. If I can't get my nails done, I want the problem solved. I don't just stop getting my nails done. If I would like some tan on my legs to make my legs look nicer, and I'm itchy, I'm going to problem solve it. Drinking more water, same thing, all of these things, and I wanted to share it with you. The only fail that I have not been able to work around is I haven't loved any of the smart scales I've tried, and I don't know if I see the point in them. My scale just tells me my weight, and that's kind of enough for me, but you've got to let me know how you feel. The only fail I haven't been able to get around is that smart scale, and I don't love the Cirkul. I think it's just too silly. Too much that you have to buy. But I want to hear, what is your craziest beauty problem? And what hack solved it? Tell us, because chances are it's not just you. For instance, I know I'm not the only one who's gotten itchy or sneezy from spray tans, from any sort of nail problem. I know I'm not. I know I'm going to meet you guys in the comments. What other problems do you have that you have solved, or that you're looking for a solution for? Because maybe somebody in the comments can help you. I was so excited when I figured out with the nail stuff, it was this Hema. Okay. So tell us what beauty problems you have. Let's all as a community try to solve them. I'll meet you in the comments. Let's chat about it and give me your opinions on what I spoke about here. I will where I can. None of these are affiliated because I bought all this with my own money, but I will find where I can, and I'll link them down below, or where I can up here in YouTube shopping. So you guys can, you know, so I can help you. I might as well not just keep all this gatekeep all this information just for me. Also find me over on Instagram and TikTok. I'm on Threads, Facebook. We have a membership that meets here once a week on YouTube. We'd love to see you there. All that good stuff. So come find me. Let's talk about beauty hacks, failures, solutions. You know, let's chat in the comments, guys. And I hope to see you also in the next video. Bye-bye.